Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is a channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into the week ahead. It's week 35, August the 23rd of 2026. I'll take a look at the calendar. This is important for this week. We're going to be taking a look at momentum scalps and how, if you hesitate, just don't enter. It ends up really hurting you. I had a reminder last week, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're going over this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the calendar. So I only have U.S. and what's the Japanese news. This is an FX book, my FX book. I don't have any affiliation with them. They're good to use. They have up-to-date information. Real quick, I would say the only thing is it takes a lot of your memory. So we're like half a gig here for your FX books. So I would get the information and then go ahead and close it and look for your key times for news. If I don't trade news, I try to trade after it, but it's very important if you want to trade momentum, right? So tomorrow looks like we have 7:15 in the morning. This is Eastern Standard Time. 7:15 early. Employment change weekly. Then we got a 9 o'clock new home sale. So mortgages and information on that. Tuesday, quite a bit. 7:30 in the morning. Again, these are Eastern Standard Time. So before the market opens, we have a lot going on. Oh wow! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All 3 days we have news. Thursday, we have 9 o'clock news. So just before the market opens, non-farm payroll, annual revision, Fed chair, Wash speech. Let me see here. Jobless claims. Yep. So Thursday, want to keep a real close eye on that. Durable goods. Let me see anything here. Personal income, core price index. Yeah. So definitely Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be looking for that that upcoming information. It looks like Tuesday, Monday. We don't have any news, so that's good. That's good. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the trading week. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into gold. Here we are with gold. We see we had our range. Price did not come back into the 50% mark. It just kept going. Gold has, been known to do that. There was not a lot of imbalance way down here. Of course, we would have loved to see price come back into this area. However, we got a confirmation here. The price had broke our range and broke the previous high. So that would have been a good entry point right there on day Thursday and Friday. For the most part, it had been consolidating. Yeah, I would have definitely, Thursday. I did not trade Thursday gold. I should have, but it's Sarah. There'll be more trades out there to do. Oh, let me remove that. Oh, I see. I had one set up. Well, maybe I did trade it, but not for a long hold. I'll tell you that it wasn't for a long hold. Yeah. So let's go ahead and look at the monthly. Monthly took out the previous month's high down here with that 50% mark, and we took out this other month's high. So gold is back up for momentum wise. So again, we're looking at trading these momentum scalps. This is very important. Momentum's up last week of August. So we'll probably get a little pullback. I don't see it pulling back all the way to the point where it's bearish, but it could pull back so that next month it reaches back down here to this. I'm going to leave this here, but I am going to change it to, let me Let's wait because the 50% mark will be here. This will be support. That's what this will be. This will be monthly support next month. That'll be our support line. So I was going to look here. Let's look at this weekly. Again, price is up. We really want to see price come right back in here to support. It looks like, let me turn this off because everybody doesn't use this. Let's just go off the basic price action here. So looks like we have some good weekly support here. I'm going to put that support in. Hopefully we can get price to come back into this area. Let's look at our daily for our plan for our entry. Since we saw we had that nice break of structure, it should be here. So we see our weekly support is right below that 50% mark. So that's good for us. If the week starts out coming down, we know it'll go back up. It may not take out the previous week's high. However, there's plenty here, especially for scalping momentum. If price comes back below this 50% mark, what is this number here for us? 45.33 and let's see, 45.13 or 14 is that support for that weekly. It's not. It's let me be specific. The high is 45.09, so yeah, just 45.09. It's going to be 45.09. That's that weekly support. All right, let's go back out to the daily. Yeah, I saw the top of this candle. I know sometimes it's rough, and again, the way candles move, being super accurate is good to a point. We always look for price action to tell us where the market is moving and going. So having a goal, having a target is optimal. It doesn't have to be so precise because the market is going to do what it's going to do. So we're looking for certain characteristics and things in the market to show us. So let's go back here and look at this was my entry here that I had posted. So we're talking about let's go to the hour. So here, this is why momentum trades, you got to be in quick. Looking at this hour, this is the previous week where it just touched. So this is going back to what I was saying earlier. It doesn't have to be precise. It barely touched. This is on the hour time frame. It barely touched into the second imbalance. Did not go all the way down. Hit about 50%. Let's look at this imbalance real quick. 50% of the imbalance. Yep, specifically. It dipped right into 50% of the imbalance and then went back. Here's where you got to get in where you fit in. 9 o'clock before the market open. 9 o'clock before the market open. We already had a close price. This is a momentum trade. Price is going to give us something right here. And this is when we start looking on lower time frames. And these are for scalping purposes only. If you were doing a just a regular trade, what I call a regular trade, swing trade, or you want to hold for a while, after this closed and we had this rejection here, this large wick, any shift down here or past this 50% mark of this candle, the body of this candle, that's an entry, and you set your stop loss below here and manage your risk from there. This is specifically for scalping. So we're going to look at this wick right here on a lower time frame. Momentum trades. Here we go. This is the 5-minute. And again, this is before the market open. This is before the market open. We have these candles that have imbalance right here. This is the wick. What's the first thing we see? We see breaker structure right here. We had our first break here. This is the 9 o'clock, right? We had our first breaker structure here. Boom. It comes down. If you would have been in this trade here, you would have got stopped out, which is fine. However, we see another entry here. This is why you have to be on top of it. This is why if you miss your entry, just let it go. We have a 5-minute candle close above both of these candles. So it's showing us momentum is going back up now. Overall, it's been up. It retraced. We had a shift in momentum on price action right here. We had a break of structure. It came up, went back down. We had that first here, thought it was going to recover. You could have entered here. Got stopped out. Okay, this is where my 80-20 rule comes in. Momentum still in the same direction. It comes here. It sets a new low. However, it breaks structure again. So now I'm looking. Okay, here's my entry. I'm looking here to enter when this candle opens. Stop loss below the 5-minute here. And that's your risk to reward. Now, if you miss this, you will be punished. So my point in saying that is even to here, we're looking at our target is, that's the first, yeah. Here's the first TP. Here's the second one. First TP here. That's a 2-to-1. Just if you enter, let me move this up. If you enter on the open of the next candle, right? And again, don't miss your mark. We know it's going to be drawback. Drawback is fine. If you would have tried to enter up here on this next candle, you see what happens. Your stop loss has to be below here. You try to enter on this next candle, dang it. And most people are not going to. You have nowhere to go at this point. That's like a 1-to-1. You have nowhere to go. It's not worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Yes, price continued up, but we don't know if price is going to continue up. We're looking at price levels, right? So we're looking at scalping. That's a 1-to-1 previously. This one here, it's not even a 1-to-1. I have to scoot it all the way up to the top and hope. So that's the important of look for your setups. Execute, execute, execute. Do not hesitate. Down here, you get your breaker structure, enter on the next candle, set your stop loss below that low. Boom. Again, this is my first TP. Actually, we want at least to come here. But I always do a minimum of 2-to-1, so I would be looking here. Is this here? Nope. So for me, juice is not worth the squeeze unless it's 2-to-1. So I would be looking right here for my exit, which price has been there before, so it's a good chance it's going to go there. Good chance. And we enter. All the price action has been before the market recently. So this is where you have to make your adjustments. Typically, I don't enter before the market opens. The the market has been showing us, hey, we're active before. It's already moving in the direction right before. What is this? 8:30, 8:35. It's put in its low. Price is shifted by 9 o'clock. We get our pullback. Again, you don't have to be right. You don't have to be there the first time, but the second time it gives us our entry, and we take the shot. And you take the shot. So that's gold again. Gold has been up. Let's go ahead and look at the overall plan. I can go ahead and delete this. Let's go to our daily. What's up with that? Daily, boom. Again, one price come back below this 50% mark. Love to see that. If it doesn't, 50% of the this daily candle works. There's not a lot of imbalance down here, but we would love to see price pull back into this area before continuing up. Again, more bang for your buck. Price has already been there, just like we just saw on that scalp, that quick scalp. We want price to go back to where it's been before. We know it's been there. So we know there's buyers and sellers in those areas. So that's why we plan based off of price action, not off of feeling. So let's go over here to NQ or NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ futures still playing around. That's the weekly. Hold on, let's go over here to the daily. Still playing around. Got to shift back down. So it's coming back into this area. It's not ready. It's telling us it's not ready. We did have a breaker structure here. So we may just pull back into this area and take off. So right now, this is our range. We broke that structure here, the support level. For me, I want to see price go down first when the market opens and then continue up. Let's look at this monthly. Monthly is bullish. Got a big wick here. Doesn't really mean a lot. Don't pay attention. I want to leave that there for right now. Don't pay any attention. We moved the daily range, so that's going to change. So here's our weekly. So with the weekly, we still have this imbalance down here. The price can move into before continuing up, but we do have a breaker structure here as well. Whether or not price is ready remains to be seen. For me, I'm going to need another bullish weekly candle above this high. However, that doesn't keep me from taking my shot. Right now, the momentum is up. This is a potential area for price to come into for a pullback. If price continues down, then I'll know NQ is not ready. I'll know NQ is not ready. Let's look at this daily again. We got some good price action. Not a lot, but it wasn't as tight as it was before. We have some imbalances left behind. I like to see that. That means price is moving quickly. And if you, again, scalping, get in and get out with the momentum. Right now, we want momentum. Momentum is showing bullish. We looked at the monthly. Here's our weekly. We see there's a retracement. So we want to go back into the distribution, right? So we're looking for it, price to fall back into this area. It's going to already open here. Again, we want price to come right back into this area. Hopefully, maybe the 50% mark of this imbalance, and then go back up. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're planning for. So let me go back here to the daily one more time. Yeah. Yep. Again, this is the weekly imbalance. So more than likely here. Higher time frame that's still within the imbalance. However, I would start looking for positions here. I would look for that shift on the hour level on an hour time frame, where price comes back into this area. We see that break of structure where we get an hour close above the previous high, high, and then we look for that pullback and get our entry. So just the same thing I showed you with the gold entry for momentum. If you guys want me to show you more, just comment below. I'll show you some more entries. Again, understand trading is risky. I'll just show you proper times and proper setups to enter the market once you see certain things. And always I'm looking for a price shift on a higher time frame, on an hour, on a 4 hour, where I know the momentum has truly changed. I don't plan my entries on a 5 minute. I plan my entries on an hour, 4 hour level. Because with that, you see the imbalances here. That's when I started looking for price to shift on a 5 minute time frame and set my stop loss according to that. So again, with momentum scalps, you have to be on top of it. You have to be on top of it. So here's our hour. We're already in discount. That's why I said I want to see prices shift back then. I can go ahead and, you know what? Nope, I'm going to put it here. This is my daily. I'm going to put it here. I want to see price dip back into this area. This is my daily imbalance, so I can put that here. It's an alert. That's the reason why I'm going to leave it. So at 29,091, I want to hear that alert go off and then start waiting for position. Wait for that hour to close, to break structure, and then look for my entry after that. So that's NQ. Let's go over here to YM, Dow Jones Futures. Okay. So last week and the week before, the Dow Jones looks like it's been retracing right into this equal low. Okay. Let's double check to make sure this is equal low. Looking at price. Low is 52,777. The open was 52,780. Looking at three ticks on a daily. That's an equal low for me. So looking for price to continue in this direction. It's already in a premium on a daily right now. Let's change this here. Because we broke out from here to here. This is our range, right? Look at that. Just keep showing up. So we already at a premium. So this is why we go to a higher time frame. And I was about to just start explaining, but however, this is what it is. Higher time frame, and I can hide this. So we're going to pull it back up. Higher time frame shows us Dow or YM is bullish. Do we have a large wick? Absolutely. Does it look like we have equal lows here? Absolutely. Low 52,777. This is that daily candle. That's the same daily candle that is showing this equal low for this monthly. We have a week. I don't know if this candle is going to close bullish or bearish. I'm looking at this long wick, and there is high potential for price to take out that equal low on the daily. The opportunity is there where we can have a small body bullish candle for this next month's candle. There's high probability that it's going to come back to that area. So you can, if that's your thing, I would be patient with the Dow right now. I would not trade it bullish. I would wait for my setup. Yeah, I will wait for my setup. They tried to take it out here and did not make it. Try to take it out. I have a intuition states these are high areas that price draws to where we have these equal lows. So I got a daily equal low, I got a monthly equal low, I got a weekly equal low. high probability the price is going to dip back into this area. It looks like there's a lot of buyers here. They're not going to let it stay there for long. This is where you have to be prepared for momentum. Overall, the Dow is up. It is bullish. It's showing us bullish on the candles. It's showing us bullish on the weekly. So for you to short it down to this area is not a good idea. I don't think it's going to stay in this area that long. Again, buyers are showing up. It's plain as day. Price try to come back and take out that equal low, and buyers stepped in. So there are buyers here. We don't want to be liquidity in the grand scheme of it all. Would we like it to come all the way down here? Absolutely, but prices went up to here. Yep, it didn't gap up. It kind of did gap up, but price has already been to this area here. So SYM again. Let me put that back out here. Price is not in a discount. We want price to come back into a discount in this daily range. I want to see it drop below this equal low on the daily, monthly, and weekly. Pretty sure it's a 4-hour. Same thing. Yep. There's a 4-hour candle, equal low. So with that being said, we're looking for price to drop below that area. We have some imbalance left here and here. So it's highly likely price is going to come back into this area. Price is at a premium right now in our daily range. More than likely, it's going to go down. And again, I don't think it's going to stay long once it hits here. But let's see what price does. I want to see it go up and continue down so it takes out this low. And then probably not this week, probably no next week, at the beginning of September, we'll get that price that we're looking for to see that shift for price to go back up to its new high that it created. And we got equal highs up here on the 4-hour as well. What does this daily look like? Yep. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some real good price action, especially come September. So let's be patient with the Dow. Go over here to ES, S&P 500 future. Put this here. Wanted to see where price action, what it was going to do, if it was going to come back up here to take a short, because overall ES has been showing us it was ready, not ready, ready, not ready. I was like, okay, let me look at this daily. If it pops right back into this area here, I was saying short, but I wanted to take a long. I was looking for it to come back into 50%, just like we saw gold do, and then take it up to our target 98, 83, or 84. It did not do that. It came back into this imbalance. Again, it was just a thought, and it didn't happen for me, so there was no trade. However, we are still in the premium. I want to see price come all the way back down to here. This is our initial breakout, but we have a new high just here, a little higher. However, if I see a nice shift, not yet. I need a 4-hour close above here for me to think price is going to continue bullish right now. I think it's still a retracement. It still is an accumulation. So for the bigger move for next month, so right now, I think it's a time to be patient because of what the price action is showing us. It looks like it's it's no longer in distribution. So let's be patient. It's up to you. You can try to short these because it's giving us right side ranges of lower highs. That's up to you. I think that's a little bit risky. Because price can turn around in an instance. The S&P, Dow, NASDAQ are not set to be bearish instruments. So they're only bearish for short amount of time for accumulation, and then it goes back into distribution right away. So right away is relative, but it goes back into distribution. So um, either be patient, or there are signs. Again, we are in a premium that you can trade it down to this area. It's the 4 hour. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, we have imbalances here on the daily, at least down to this 50% market daily range. Uh, that would be awesome, right? It's like in the middle of this daily candle. Just be careful. Uh, manage your risk. But I would be waiting patiently and looking for a long setup. So that's ES. Again, this is week 35. Hesitation kills momentum trade. Told you on gold how your first entry, you would have had a 2-to-1, in which if you would have waited, it would have switched over to a 1-to-1. And that's not our class A or premium setups. We are looking for class A and premium setups only. If you hesitate, just skip the trade. As you see, it will hurt you. Just be on top. When you get your alerts, set your alerts up and make sure you are on top of your entries. Again, this is week 35. This is the Investment Process Channel. You guys have a great trading week.